Hey YouTube. Alright, so I know that I said I wasn't going to do this and I was going to make sure that I checked in on time with you guys, and I'm sorry that I didn't do that last week. So I'm coming at you with week 21 and week 22 updates here. It's the last 2 weeks have not even been, me like losing track and not, I don't know, I wouldn't say I felt guilty those weeks, last, I don't know, it was like between month 4 and 5. Like I wouldn't say like I didn't want to check in, but I mean life got in the way and I didn't make it a priority. And my weight being up, like it wasn't like, oh my gosh, I need to go do my check-in because I'm so excited, you know what I mean? So this last week, that wasn't the case at all. I was just genuinely really busy. We went camping again, which I will talk about that and some really cool Nonscale victories there. And yeah, it's just, things have been going by really fast. I also had some news, which I'll do a separate video about. And that kind of has been sort of consuming me over the last couple weeks. So, like I said, I'll make a video about that, talking all about it. But yeah, I just wanted to do my check-in, get back on track, and check in with you guys. So, I'm Sam. I am 5'3" 3/4, and the last time I checked in, which was 2 weeks ago, I was 179. The scale kind of fluctuated over the last 2 weeks. I saw as high as 181 again, and then as low as 178. And then on Tuesday, I weighed in at 179. So kind of just like all over the place, I think, retaining water. After a run, I would obviously, be lighter. I have been doing Katie Hearn's summer challenge. Sorry about that. Katie Hearn's summer challenge, and so I'm lifting weights in ways that I haven't done in a really long time. So I know that I'm hopefully gaining some muscle and developing some muscle where I didn't have it before. So I know that my weight will kind of fluctuate a little bit with that, but I am feeling really good in my clothes. I pulled out a pair of jeans that were a size 10 that I didn't realize I still had. And so as I was cleaning my closet the other night, and so those fit really comfortably. That was super exciting. So NSV there. The biggest one was camping this last weekend. So we went with my in-laws, came this time, and obviously my son and my husband, and we went to the lake. And first off, I forgot my swimsuit, and so we stopped in at Target on the way to the coast, and I was able to just pop in and grab a swimsuit. And it's been a long time since I've been able to do that, and that is such a great feeling of just being able to go somewhere and not have to special order something, or oh my gosh, how is this gonna fit me? I grabbed a medium, it fit fine. It was a little showy on the top for my liking, but yeah, that was really cool. I was really excited about that. And then we went to the lake, have my swimsuit on, and we decided to rent a paddle board. So my husband and I got into the front. My in-laws were in the back seats because you could fit, comfortably 4 people plus a small child. And Oliver was not having it. He did not want a life vest on. And, I'm trying to show him, mommy's got one, daddy's got one, everyone's wearing one. But he was throwing a fit over that. And then he was really scared, which he's not usually afraid of things. And so, of course, he wouldn't let go of me. He's just on my lap. And so I'm paddling, with a 25-pound toddler sitting on my lap, and kind of, halfway through, getting out to the middle of the lake, he calmed down, everything was fine, and we were enjoying ourselves. But I looked at my husband and I was like, I would not have been able to do this last year. Like, my stomach would have been in the way. I would have been tired. We wouldn't have fit. Like, would I even fit in the seat? I don't know. So that was really cool to kind of like come to that realization that like I'm being able to do more things with my son and give him really fun experiences, because that was one of the whole, or I would say, yeah, the sole reason of me, finally making the decision to do gastric bypass. And, obviously it's my health, and, it's for me too, but like mostly my son. Like, I want to be able to, one, be around, and not die of a heart attack or a heart disease or, diabetes or anything that could potentially, take me away from him. But also like be able to really go do things. That was one thing that, growing up, like my parents were super active with us, whether it was sports, fishing, hunting, hiking, biking. Like, we were always a very active family, and those memories are so like near and dear to my heart, and I want to give my son that. So that was really cool to kind of, sit back and realize that, a year ago that would not have been possible. I would not have been able to do that. So that was really cool. Other non-scale victories. I mean, that was mainly it. My husband and I, one day while he was, the baby was napping in the tent, we decided to go for a walk, and we walked a ton. And that was kind of cool too, just to, go out and explore the campsite and the surrounding areas and, some of the sand dunes, and, being able to have the stamina to do that. That was kind of cool. So I would say that's another non-scale victory. Food this week has been pretty darn good. Sticking with, meats and veggies. I haven't had any bad reactions really to anything. I am finding that, certain veggies I get really gassy. I'm much more sensitive to being gassy. Like yesterday I had a fish taco, and it was like a perfect size. It was, just one little taco, I think 3 little pieces of shrimp, but there was a ton of cabbage on it, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna eat all the cabbage. And then all of a sudden afterwards, like probably like 10 minutes or so afterwards, 15 minutes afterwards, I was just like, oh my gosh, like my stomach hurt and I was gassy. And then, obviously as I walked more and, the gas relieved, I felt better. But yeah, that one came on pretty quick. Trying to think of what else. Oh, I found, my in-laws found these little, like rice and like wheat rolls. So sorry. They kind of taste like cookies. Like, you would think they were more like cookie-esque, but the calorie count is super low. Like, one of them 60 calories. I can't remember the carb count off the top of my head, but I'll link them below. They got them at Costco. And so that's been kind of a fun little like, oh, I'm having a cookie, I'm having a treat. And, it's not like crazy amounts of calories. So that was a good find. I have been trying to stay really strict with my vitamins, and also, making sure I get my protein in. I did notice a few days, like I was at like 30 grams of protein, and it's like 7 o'clock at night. I'm like, holy crap, like this is not good. And so I went and got a new case of Premier Protein, because I've been slacking with Premier Protein, and also my Gen Pro, which, I can link the Gen Pro below. Premier, like you can go anywhere and buy Premier, but the Gen Pro, that's the unflavored protein that I usually put in my coffee in the mornings. That one I'll link below, 30 grams, and it's unflavored. So it's an easy way to kind of sneak in some extra protein, because unfortunately I have noticed a little bit of extra hair falling out. So I want to make sure I'm like super diligent with those two things. I know I owe you guys a hair video, and I'm so sorry. I filmed one and then getting around to editing it because I wanted to like insert pictures and links and all that jazz. I never got around to it, and now I feel like it's sort of irrelevant, and so I need to refilm it. And now that I'm actually like going through a little bit of, you know, hair loss, I think that it'll be a little more like what people are wanting. And then obviously all the ways that I've prevented it up until now. And I think even now, you know, I don't have anything crazy. You know, my hairline's pretty much the same. I have a crap ton of hair. So even if I have some hair loss, like, I'm okay with it. Like, it'll just thin me out a little bit, and it always comes back, guys. Like, that's something that, like, don't let something like hair loss or, you know, excess skin, don't let those things keep you from, you know, getting this tool and changing your life. Those things are temporary. You know, it's not like you're gonna go bald and never grow hair again. No, this is, if it's caused because of that. Now, if you have a different condition or something, then that's totally different. But, you know, weight loss and also pregnancy and post-pregnancy, those are all, you know, hormonal based. You know, your body is thinking it's, you know, potentially starving. And so, of course, it's not going to grow something new and use those nutrients and protein to grow hair when it thinks it needs, you know, to maintain muscle or grow muscle to survive. So it's just our body's doing its normal thing. There are a lot of things that you can do and be diligent about to help prevent it. So I will do that video. It is coming. So with that being said, I'm going to leave it here. Thank you guys for being patient with me as I, you know, am a little inconsistent. I'm going to try and, you know, be much better and stay on track with filming. And yeah, so I owe you guys 2 videos. One, kind of what I've been going through the last couple weeks, and 2, the hair videos. So be on the lookout for those ones. Okay, I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye now.